Hey, welcome back to another episode, my friend. This episode of Life, Mood, and Reality is presented to you by moi. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Have you ever felt like you were meant for more? Like deep down, you know you were built for greatness.
Yes.
But something keeps holding you back. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's self-doubt, or maybe it's the voices in your head telling you you're not good enough. Today, we are shattering those lies. Because the only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is a mindset shift. Yeah, the billionaire mindset. The kind of thinking that turns ideas into empires, struggles into stepping stones, and setbacks into comebacks. In this episode, we're diving into 1. Why your thoughts are literally creating your future right now. The one belief that's keeping you broke and how to change it instantly, and how billionaires think differently and what they'll never tell you. By the end of this episode, you're going to have the tools to step into a completely new reality, one where wealth, success, and confidence are not just dreams, they're your new normal. So if you're ready to stop playing small and start thinking like the person you're meant to be, then let's get into it. Now, I know when you hear that term, billionaire mindset, you might be thinking of the flashy cars, the yachts, the mansions, material wealth. But I want you to think beyond that, because true luxury is not something you buy. It is something you come. It is how you see yourself, how you carry yourself. It is how you show up in the world every single day. See, luxury is not just a lifestyle. It is an energy. It is a frequency. It's a state of mind. So have a comfortable seat. Pour yourself a cup of coffee if you can, and open your heart, because I'm about to share with you the tools, the tips, and the mindset that can help you start living a life of luxury. Not because of what you have, but because of who you are. Luxury starts with how you perceive yourself. Let's start with the first principle of the billionaire mindset: perception. Now, I need you to understand this deeply. The way you perceive yourself sets the tone for how others will perceive you and how the world will respond to you. Billionaires don't just wake up one day and decide they want to be rich. No, they embody wealth in the way that they think, the way they act, and the way that they hold themselves. True luxury begins from within. It's a mindset that goes far beyond the material world. It's about how you walk into the room, how you speak, how you carry your energy. And this mindset, it is rooted in self-awareness. When you understand and when you believe that you are worthy of abundance, your perception of yourself begins to shift. And when that shift happens, it becomes everything. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who doesn't have the material wealth? They're not that rich, but they still exude a sense of power and success. You know the type. They walk into your room, and even though they might not be the best dressed, they might not have the finest clothes, they still command attention. They walk with grace. Their head is high. Their energy is magnetic. And you just know they have it. What they have is a luxury mindset. I'll share something with you. There was this person who was just starting out. They didn't have the millions. They didn't have the TV shows, the endorsement deals. But what they did have was an unwavering belief in themselves. They held themselves like they were already successful. They carried themselves with dignity. They carried themselves with poise. And they knew that one day their mindsets will match their vision. When they started, they'll look at themselves in the mirror and say, they are worthy of what they have. They are already enough. Now, what they were doing, it wasn't arrogance. It was a belief. And when they started believing it, they started living it. When they started living it, the opportunities and the wealth began to show up. And let me tell you, the world responds to your energy. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. So let me give you something that you can start doing today. I want you to start looking at yourself in the mirror. Not just casually, no. I want you to really, really look at yourself. Don't rush it. You stand tall, you hold your head high, and you see yourself with all the love, all the respect, and all the worth that you deserve. Then you say to yourself, I am worthy of everything good life has to offer. I am abundant. I am a magnet for success. So you do this every day, not just once, but every single day, because as you begin to change how you see yourself, the world will start responding to that new energy. Confidence is key. You don't need a bank account full of zeros to act like you got it all. Now, let's dive into the second principle of the billionaire mindset: confidence. You see, Confidence is the backbone of luxury. It is not something that comes from having the perfect bank account, the newest clothes, or the latest gadgets. It comes from within. Confidence is the silent strength that allows you to walk into any room and know that you are enough, no matter what your current circumstances are. So many people think that confidence is something you acquire once you have the success you're seeking. But I'm here to tell you, confidence is that thing that leads to the success. It is like a chicken and an egg scenario. You don't wait until you have the money or the accolades to start acting confident. You start acting confident, and that is when success begins to find you. I want to ask you this question. How do you walk into a room? When you walk into a meeting or a gathering or a family dinner, how do you carry yourself? Are you slouched? Do you make yourself small? Or do you stand tall? Do you speak with authority and make eye contact with ease? The most successful people in the world don't wait for permission to take up space. They are their own presence. And you can do that too. The way you walk, talk, hold yourself tells the world everything it needs to know about you. Let's take someone like Michelle Obama. For example, if you have ever heard her speak, you know that she carries herself with a quiet yet undeniable confidence. She doesn't need to be loud. She doesn't need to be flashy, but her posture, her words, and her energy speaks volumes. She embodies confidence, and that is something that attracts abundance. And that's exactly the type of energy that makes you magnetic. Here's another thing you can start doing immediately. Stand in front of the mirror. Practice your posture. Stand tall. Drop your shoulders back. You can put your hands on your hips if you need to, because practice making confident eye contact with your reflection. It really helps. So you can, if you can't make eye contact with people, you can just look at yourself and, you walk with your head high, your chest open. Make sure your chest is open, because I read that when you have open body language, it makes you look more welcoming, and then you smile with pride. You may feel a little silly at first, but trust me, the more you do it, the more you will embody the confidence that attracts luxury and success. Self-worth and luxury. The luxury of life starts when you start seeing your own worth. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of the billionaire mindset, self-worth. When you truly understand your worth, everything in your life begins to change. If you don't see your own value, you will never attract the abundance you deserve. Take it like this. If you cannot see for your own self that you are valuable, how should another person see that you are valuable? See yourself as invaluable. You begin to create the type of life that reflects that value. I said it before, what you give out is what you receive. Luxury is not about fancy possessions. It's about respecting yourself enough to only accept what's aligned with your highest good. That means relationship-wise, you're putting out the best for yourself. In your work environment, you're not taking anything less. In your friendships, and even how you treat yourself on a daily basis. When you truly value yourself, you stop accepting anything less than the best. When you know your worth, you no longer entertain anything less than what you deserve. You don't apologize for setting boundaries. You don't feel guilty for walking away from people who don't value you. And most importantly, you stop seeking external validation. You validate yourself. Here's something you can start. I want you to start setting one boundary in your life today that reflects your self-worth. It could be as simple as saying no to something that doesn't feel right to you. Or you can take a break when you're exhausted. Start practicing saying no. It's not every time you have to say yes. And if you say no, it doesn't make you a bad person. And when you do that, I want you to repeat to yourself, I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of living with intention and gratitude. Luxury is not just about what you have. It's about how you live. As we come to the final part of today's discussion, I want to leave you with something that will truly elevate your mindset. Living with intention and gratitude. When you live your life with intention, you start making choices that are in alignment with your highest good. You no longer do things by accident or because you feel obligated to. You live with purpose. You live with a vision. And let me tell you, that is a luxury in itself. People who live with intention don't waste time. They invest their time in things and people that align with their goals. They do everything with purpose. And when you add gratitude into the mix, you create a life that is not only full of abundance, but full of joy. Gratitude is the key to living a life of luxury. The more you appreciate what you have now, the more you open the door to receive even more. Start today. Start living with intention and gratitude. Be intentional with your time, your energy, your relationships, and be grateful for every little thing in your life. Because gratitude is the frequency that attracts more of the good stuff. So, my beautiful souls, remember, luxury is not something that comes from external things. It starts from within. It starts with how you perceive yourself, how you carry yourself, and how you understand your worth. And when you begin to embody this billionaire mindset, the world will respond in ways you never imagined. Believe in your worth, work with confidence, set boundaries that reflect the luxury of your life, and most importantly, live with intention and gratitude. That, my friends, is how you begin to create a life that radiates true luxury. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to hear about your journey. Remember, you are worthy of every good thing life has to offer. Keep shining, keep living with purpose, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.